And welcome back to part 3 of What If Cell Turned Good. Now, one quick thing to address, and that I'm going to retcon a little bit thanks to the addressing of it. I won't make him, God knows, super strong, but thank you. Is that someone asked, wouldn't Cell be stronger from training? Because he does have the DNA of Saiyans, Namekian, warrior type Namekian, and Frieza with that potential in there. And I thought on that, I'm like, at first, I'm like, well, he's only got partial amounts of that DNA in there. He's not all Saiyan. He's not all Frieza. Yes, he's a hybrid technically, but it's also what the percentage of that is in there. But the more I thought of him, I'm like, you know what? He probably is stronger than where I left him at, which is right around the Super Saiyan level of where they are right now in Z. So I figured, okay, why don't I up that a little bit? I would increase Piccolo's strength too, because he's still probably keeping up with Cell as best he can as a training partner. So why don't I say that imperfect Cell is probably at perfect Cell levels, if not maybe even a little higher. This would still put Goku and Vegeta and Gohan above him, but make him much more powerful than where I initially had him. I think that might be a safe thing to do, because he's also probably not spending his entire time training either. Let's keep that in mind. Anywho, so we cut now to the present 7 years later. Gohan's going to school, all that good shit. Cell, however, is just sitting on the lookout, kind of staring off at the world, feeling melancholy. And Piccolo, at one point walks up to him, same with Dende, and because they did get Dende back to recoup the Dragon Balls, reanimate them, be the new Guardian. And they ask, what's going, something wrong? I just wonder, Piccolo. I was made for destruction. I was not made to socialize with humanity. I can still remember the objective of becoming perfect and destroying this planet. But ever since my change in morality, I felt the need to make amends. But not only that, but need to be a part of it, be a part of this world. Part of this world. Piccolo, I want to be with the people. I want to see them dance. Walking around on those feet, Piccolo. Cell has become a Disney princess. I want to show them what ki is and why does it burn. What's that word? Burn. Which again, I comment how I don't. I'm sidetracking. Sorry. That doesn't make any sense. You should know what burn means and what a burn is. Things burn underwater too. Anyway, so Cell's basically lamenting the fact that he kind of does want to be part of humanity. He knows he really can't, at least not right now, he can't be a part of humanity. The only way for his form to really change, apparently from what they found, is to absorb 17 and 18. That's not something he wants to do, though. He's basically said the only way he'd do it is if they went completely rogue and couldn't be reasoned with again. But they've been keeping to their promise. 18 married Krillin, 17 and 16 ranger the shit out of that park. So he understands the situation, just doesn't like it. It's like Piccolo's just like thinking, he's just thinking he's kept to his word all these years. Maybe there's something we can do for him. And he's thinking on it. And it's like, I'll have to discuss it with you. There might be something we can do. If you're thinking of using the Dragon Balls, don't bother. Wait, what are you saying? I appreciate it, Piccolo, but there's no guarantee that would work. Because Shenron actually is limited in what he can do. There's certain individuals whose power he can't affect in certain ways. Now, granted, this is not the same as we're say removing a bomb no, he removed the bombs. I can't remember what exactly it was. Oh, he couldn't make them human again. That's it. I don't know. See, and because it's an alteration to his physicality, I don't know if he could do that. Now, don't worry, there are ways we can get around that. And stay tuned for further parts. But it's like, well, I'm sure we'll figure something out. Thank you, my friend. And I think, by the way, at this point, Cell and Piccolo, at least, have actually become solid friends. Like, Piccolo has, come to understand, especially being green and an outcast himself, and having a part of the DNA in there, he can actually relate to Cell pretty well. So, time goes by, and the next tournament happens. Now, would they participate in this tournament? Short answer, I think, is yes, because Chi-Chi wants the money. But because they hear Goku and Gohan are going to participate, Vegeta wants in. Hell, even Piccolo goes in. He does tell Cell, just keep an eye out for things while I'm gone. Very well, Piccolo. Me, Popo, and Dende will be fine. Come on, Popo brought some games over from last time he was on Earth. If it's Parcheesi again, I'm in no mood. This one's called Crazy. This one's called Connect 4. Huh? By the way, I have never been beaten in Connect 4. No, I take it back. Once in my entire life. Otherwise, I have never been beaten in Connect 4. Including the giant round 1 game version of it. I've never been beaten in it. I don't know. It's very simplistic, but I'm just one of those games I can think so many moves ahead on. Anywho, I digress. So that needs to be if I ever made merch, I digress. Would be on there. Anywho, would be another one. So moving on, might be another one. I gotta stop myself. The tournament happens now. Cell's not participating, so the general layout of the tournament should be the same. Everyone's fighting. Everyone who is fighting is fighting. However, the Goten Trunks fight would probably go down a bit differently here. This is because Goku has been around to train Goten. Therefore Goten is that much stronger for it. Vegeta, though, has probably amped up Trunks' training as well. So now they are legitimately probably equal to each other, not Trunks edging him out. They're about neck and neck. I think it would result in Trunks winning because I think Trunks might be a little bit more underhanded. Now, normally I say that Goku, because he's around to train Goten would be stronger. I think, though, because him and Vegeta are pretty equal to each other here, that Trunks and Goten would be equally as equal. Should also note, Vegeta's definitely mellowed out because Goku never left. They've had chances to spar and fight with each other. This has helped to mellow Vegeta out. He still hates Goku for still generally edging him out, but he's nearly beaten Goku a couple times now. It isn't like in Super where that was it. I finally beat you, Kakarot. Oh, yeah, you did. Anyway. So basically, and I do think Videl still takes the interest in Gohan. She still goes and follows him and ultimately ends up training where she did meet Goku. And Goku showed off all that. And because Goku is a martial arts champion, ex-martial arts champion, theoretically she should know who he is, having her dad be a martial arts champion as well. If you're looking to succeed your martial arts champion father as a martial arts champion yourself, you should, in theory, know who the other martial arts champions were. She should also know who Master Roshi is. Like, all that. I mean, granted, that was a while ago, but still. Whatever. So, she still fights, still gets her ass kicked by Spopovich. Goku has to stop Gohan. Gohan gets attacked. Steal his energy. They fly off. They explain the situation. Cell, meanwhile, is looking on from the lookout. After they're done playing their games. He's tuning in every once in a while to what's going on down there, and he sees them flying. He's like, "What are they doing?" Dende, what do you think? Can you figure out what they're doing? And he tries to sense what's going on. I was like, they're flying towards something malicious and ancient. I'll keep an eye on them. I suggest we tend to get the Dragon Balls just to be safe. All right, Mr. Popo. Correct. I'm on it. Yes. Dende at once. And so Popo leaves. They get there. The Deborah thing still happens down Perpat, or is it Perpat? No. Happens down Pat? No, I don't know. It happens the same way it did in the original. Same with, honestly, a lot of the Bobbity ship stuff. The Pui versus Vegeta fight, same. The Yakon versus Goku fight, same. It's not until he gets into the Deborah Gohan fight that things change up, because this Gohan is actually stronger than his canon counterpart, and even his Cell Games counterpart. He is stronger than that because he's been able to keep up with his training and train. Should note, because of that, Buu is probably sitting more around like a comfortable 65% than the 50%. And so when him and Deborah start out, Gohan goes Super Saiyan, they're doing all right. Again, he gets the hit with the spit glove, or he gets spit on his glove, turns to tosses it away. He goes Super Saiyan 2, though, and that's where the difference is, because Gohan was much stronger than Perfect Cell, who Deborah is said to be as strong as. They're going toe-to-toe, He's actually legitimately threatening Deborah's life to a point where he ends up getting a straight shot to the ribs, breaking his ribs. Oh, Kame! Oh, man! And he's able to barely get out of there. He basically nopes out of there. He's like, damn it all, where'd they go? Oh, damn it, Mr. Bobbity, please help me. Deborah, fine. He heals up Deborah because he's going to need a bodyguard. He heals him up. He's like, my master, I'm sorry. I did not expect it. It's no matter, Deborah. You did what you could. Majin Buu isn't at full power, but 85% should be more than enough to handle those fools. You'll just have to buy me some time should they make it down here. And they're trying to basically blast their way through the ship, and they're succeeding. Just messing with my hair a little bit here. And they're succeeding. Ultimately, Deborah's there to just square off him again. He's got a sword. You're too late. It's like, Papa, no! And the ship explodes. My ship! No matter. Majin Buu is... Where is he? Something came out of it. It's like, it seems Majin Buu has been in there too long. He's turned simply to dust. You're too late, Bobbity. We will rejoice in this, my friends. Now all we have to do is deal with Bobbity and Deborah, and we can handle them no problem. To which, at first it seems all well and good until Shin's like, wait, what's wrong? It's like, I don't know, but something definitely came out of there. It's up there now. It's like, and they all look and they sense it and say, Boo! There's Majin Buu. Although he is Fat Buu, he does come up maybe like a little skinnier, even almost a little gaunt in the face because he's not at full power. Granted, that can be easily remedied, given how Majin Buu actually works. Everyone else is sensitive power. Cell senses it. This power, it's such malevolence. It's impossible. How could something be so strong yet so evil? And Dende basically said, "What are we going to do?" And the Cells considering the options. We'll see if Goku and Vegeta and Gohan can handle this. They should be able to, right? And Boo's like, Majin Buu, just smacks Deborah around, and say, and then all of a sudden gets a the spear. Goes, me turn you into chocolate, and it just and eats Deborah. Which, as we know, eating him isn't just eating. Eating him is absorbing their power. So any extra power is going to Buu. And that helps easily compensate for the lack of being at full power. And so we have now Buu saying, yes, my beloved Buu, you're finally here. Those bad men want to hurt you, especially the Supreme Kai. Do us a favor, Buu, and take care of them, would you? Buu don't like me, people. Buu gonna turn you into cake. Then they all power up, and they go toe-to-toe. All three of them are going toe-to-toe with Majin Buu. Vegeta's probably like, stay out of my way, Kakarot. I'll handle this big tub of goo. Hits them. Gohan and Goku tag teaming them. And the three of them combined aren't quite as strong as Buu, but they are generally able to really put it to him. It's not a scenario where Buu is having an easy time with these guys. Vegeta gets back up. They do a group blast, and they really just take a giant chunk out of them before just whoop. I can't do the true high-pitched Buu voice. And he starts smacking down all of them. Remember, Goku doesn't have Super Saiyan 3 in this version. He can't. He's technically the strongest of them, but he can't necessarily keep up very well with individuals this strength right now. And when they're all down, he's the only one left. He's struggling. But like, maybe you turn you into crackers and cheese. And Goku's like, all of a sudden, and a Cell just appears right in front. Cell, what are you doing? I was waiting to see if you could handle it, Goku, but it seems you need my assistance after all. It's like, what on this planet are you? They call me Cell. And I'm your worst nightmare. And he just powers up to his full power. Now, it is stated he can use Spirit Bomb. It's theorized he used the Kaioken. I just decided not to do the Kaioken. Makes no sense. The instant transmission, though, I think he could have easily learned from Goku. And not even just absorb his DNA, just learn it from Goku. Goku be willing to teach him. That's why he's able to get down there. as the way he was. And he powers up, and they go toe again, except Cell knows very much that his full power is not going to be enough to fight this being. He's like, you look funny. You're no Prince Charming yourself. And then finally, and then Cell goes for his what he was hoping, what he hopes will work. Just boom, it's like, you really think that will work? Stabbing Buu is not going to. And just, who said anything about stabbing? He's drinking Buu. It's like, and Buu's actually stomach is starting to decrease in size. And Boo's not like, I don't like this. Just tears the tail off. And Cell just grows it back. She's like, you taste weird, like rubber flavored bubblegum. Which kind of is what bubblegum turns into. But and his powers, and he starts, his powers kind of going haywire. Like, even the small amount I took from you is more than enough. And it starts boom, manhandling. Buu is there. And Buu now isn't feeling as great, because keep in mind, you'd think, I had to think on this. If Cell drank Buu, does that mean Buu could just possess him or something like that? But remember, Cell is also metabolizing as he just absorbs, as he drinks and all that. So theoretically, if he could absorb the magical flesh of Buu, Buu wouldn't be able to like absorb him from the inside or anything like that. And that's kind of how I hypothesized it here. But given the fact that Buu is magical in nature, it might not apply here. But seeing as the Red Ribbon Army has developed androids strong enough to fight literal gods, it's a fun movie. I really have some story lore power scaling issues with Dragon Ball Superheroes. I actually really do. Particularly the Cell Max shit. The Cell Max shit, the Orange Piccolo, we can debate it all day long if we want. I still stand by it's more equivalent to Super Saiyan Blue than Ultra Instinct or Ultra Ego, but whatever. I know other people disagree, and they have evidence to back up. I don't equate it that way. And Beast Gohan just coming out of the blue. Cool form, but just coming out of the blue. But Cell Max, that statement bothers the hell out of me. That he's the stronger even than Broly. Like that. Why are you just overly scaling? That's not fun. That also ruins a lot of people's perception of the series. At least it ruins mine. I digress, though. So yes, for this hypothetical, because he's a biomechanical android, because the Red Ribbon Army's tech is so advanced, he's able to somehow manage to digest Buu, and his power just shoots well beyond Goku's, Vegeta's, and Gohan's. It was just a portion of it. You are a threat to this world, Buu. Just Buu! And Boo's power wanes because he just had some of it stolen. So now he's not able to regenerate his one. Just boom, blast it. His arms slowly trying to go back. Just using the candy beam, but Cell actually fires it back and counters with his own candy beam. I can absorb your DNA, Buu. I know every technique you have just by tasting you. That sounds weird, but whatever. What is this being? It's insane. It's power. It's insane. There must be something I can do. There must be. And then he can sense it. Like, of course. Cell comes in again. Actually starts drinking more. This is over for you. I will use what your power. I should use your power for what it should have been. It's protecting this world. He says, with a bit of aggression and gleam. They hadn't seen this Cell, or they never actually seen him drink something or someone before. It's like, oh no, I think you'll provide us with a bit more, with something more useful than that. What? And Cell just Cell grabs his head, starts shaking it. Buu gets away, is able to eventually say, it's like, are you okay, Buu? My beloved Buu, Boo's okay. Buu just needs candy, food and candy. It's like, Boo, and ice cream. It's like, no, Boo, there'll be plenty of time for that. No, he's going to be something a bit more special for us. You interlopers have provided more than enough fare. more than enough interruptions for us. But now let's see how you deal with one of your own. Papa! And they just sense the power and just, and just they're standing there. He's now Majin Cell. Now, why did this happen? Very simple. Morally wise, Cell was pretty much a straight good guy. There's no way Babidi should have been able to corrupt him. But upon absorbing and digesting and metabolizing Buu into his system, while he gained that power, he also gained a bit more of that dark side back. While he's got all the morality in him still, he now had literal evil in him for a while. And that was enough for, and Buu's own aura, which was created by Bibidi and Ki. So this allowed him to now take over Cell, and now you have Majin Cell's like, and he just kind of just gives that. And so Babidi and Buu kind of F off for Buu to lick his wounds, and now they have to face down their horribly more powerful than them friends. And that is where we're going to leave part 3, folks. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you folks next time.